This is AI.R. Artists in Residence Broadcasting, coming to you once a week from New York City. Hello, I'm John Cullum, and here is my wife, Emily.
And if you could pick a subject, what would you pick?
What are you talking about?
I'm not going to let you pick a subject, but I just wanted to know what subjects you'd pick if you could pick a subject.
I would pick a subject that met with your approval. Would you mind telling me what you'd like to talk about?
I would like to find out what John and I could play with in terms of learning something new. I mean, we can't take up woodworking. We can't take up electrical things. We've already done that anyway. We've built a theater.
I've shocked myself enough times and cut myself and banged my nails.
And I did study French. I had a job to go to France that fell through, but I did learn to speak French moderately well. It disappeared from my mind. But wouldn't it be interesting if we could learn a language?
Well, what would you like to learn?
Spanish.
Spanish, eh?
I think
you didn't know that I got a minor in Spanish, did you?
Can you speak Spanish?
I can. Sí, señorita. No, I don't know how I ever got through college. I couldn't learn the language worth a damn. That's.
Well, so many people.
You'd like to learn Spanish. Huh?
I would like to learn Spanish because
what would you do with it?
Well, there are people who work for us now that speak Spanish.
That's right.
And I would like to be able to speak Spanish.
Well,
I also think that.
Well, that's Spanish, a very good thing. See, now I'm arrogant enough to want them to speak English.
No, I think that there's going to be more and more and more need for us to be bilingual.
Yeah.
And that's a language that I would really like to master. And then we could go on a vacation.
Well, actually, my Spanish, I did use a little bit of Spanish when we were out in California, because some of the people who worked with us could not speak English, and I could communicate a little bit.
Whereas I could not. Except that a little bit of the Latin, I had a lot of Latin, but a little bit of the French allowed me to get in a little bit to the language. But I think that it would be very important in the way America is going in terms of our population.
Well, there's no question about it. If you were going to speak a language, I think Spanish would be the one to pick for the United States.
But where would we study it? Would we get a book and by a disc?
Well, yeah.
Practice with the disc?
There's one. What is the one that teaches you stuff?
Rosetta Stone or something.
Yeah, I think that would be the easiest one. They have methods of teaching you now, and self-taught languages, I believe, probably that work very well.
I would think that would be a fun thing to do.
Listen, I have such a short attention span. You think I have a long one, but I only have an attention span for things that I am involved in, like learning a script. And I have enough studying that I have to do in terms of to just read the plays and that sort of thing. And they're perfect. They're the perfect amount of length.
But which would you rather do? Learn Spanish or direct a play?
What do you think? I'd rather direct a play.
Boy, you are a tough director.
You didn't like me as a director. That's
because you made me do everything exactly the way you wanted it to be.
Well, that's what you don't realize it, but you and JD both are responsible for me not wanting to direct anymore, because I found out that I'm not a good director.
You'd be a wonderful director, and you are a wonderful director, but you can't really easily direct your family.
No, I've been working with some really good directors, and they manage to get people to do the things that they
want.
Yes, that the actor wants, and they can ease them into getting what the director want at the same time. Me, I'm too much of an actor, and I want to play all the parts. That's my problem. But it would be interesting to see. I don't know why you couldn't take Spanish, Emily.
I think that would be something I would like to study.
If I gave you a birthday present for a Rosetta's or however.
No, I wouldn't want to do that. I think I'd rather go to a class.
Oh, really?
And learn to speak with people.
Uh-huh.
And learning it off of a disc and hearing it, it goes into your head, but it's really speaking it, not just practicing it, but exchanging it.
Yeah, well, I think you'd be good at it.
Well, okay, I'll take a gift. It doesn't have to be a birthday gift. It can be a summer gift.
Okay, that's right. That's about as close to a celebration.
Okay, I'm giving you a gift too.
What is that?
You have to direct a play.
Oh, what about people in show business make long goodbyes?
That was a play of mine that John directed, and that was a wonderful experience. And so is Shattering Panes, but those are other experiences we're just talking about right now. And right now, I'd like John to direct a Shakespeare, and I'd like to learn Spanish. And this is John and Emily
signing off. See you again next week. This is AI.R. See you next week.